You have cried in quiet places where no one noticed. In the shower, in the car after holding yourself together for one more conversation, the edge of the bed when the day was finally done and your strength was not. You have wiped your face and answered texts. You have made meals. You have shown up. You have done ordinary things with a heart that felt anything but ordinary. Precious one, the tears were not always loud. Sometimes they lived behind your eyes all day long. Sometimes they came without warning over something small. And even that scared you, because numbness can feel colder than sorrow. Beloved, when I say your crying is over, I am not dismissing what is hurt. I am not asking you to snap into happiness because I spoke a gentle sentence. I am telling you this season of grief is not endless. Dear heart, you have feared that pain might simply become the weather of your life, that this heaviness might be the new normal. Loved one, I know how tired that has made you. Not only sadness, exhaustion, the strain of functioning while torn inside. Sweet soul, your tears have not been weakness. They have been the language of a heart under pressure, the overflow of disappointment and fear. Do not be ashamed that some losses took longer to grieve than others seem to expect. Precious one, people often rush sorrow, but the heart does not heal by command. It heals by being held through what is true. And you have been walking through what is true. Beloved, I have been near through every private unraveling. Through the moments you leaned over the sink and tried to steady yourself. Through the late hours when your chest felt tight and your mind kept revisiting what was lost, what was said, what did not happen. Dear heart, none of it was hidden. When I say this crying is ending, I mean the wound is not going to rule your life. I mean sorrow will no longer be the loudest voice inside you. I mean, your body will not always brace like this. Sweet soul, there is a difference between grief being honored and grief becoming home. For a while, it had to be honored, but now, beloved, something is changing. Healing has been working quietly under the ache. You may not have noticed it yet. It begins when the sobs come less from shock and more from release. It begins when your nervous system is no longer in survival. No, dear heart, the easing of sorrow is not betrayal. It is mercy. You do not honor love by staying broken forever. Precious one, there comes a time when grief must loosen its grip. Tears have done what they could do. They softened. They emptied pressure. At some point, the heart begins asking for steadiness, for air, for warmth, for the quiet return of ordinary joy. That return may feel subtle at first, a morning that does not feel as heavy, a laugh that surprises you. These are signs of mending. Sweet soul, there is a sunrise forming in you, a slow light, the kind that does not argue with darkness, but quietly ends its rule. Beloved, I have been gentle with all the rooms of your heart, not forcing them open, but staying near enough for truth to enter. Your crying is over means sadness will no longer drown you. The wave that once knocked you down is losing its force. I understood. I understand still. And because I understand, I do not rush you out of tenderness. I walk you through it. There is dignity in that kind of healing. It forms a gentler strength, a quieter wisdom, a compassion that did not exist before. Dear child, it has been happening in small, ordinary moments. You only need to stop resisting the gentleness that is already arriving. The season of constant breaking is passing. The season of waking up exhausted from sorrow is passing. Simple steadiness is coming. I am restoring your capacity to live open without being continually undone. You have been loved through the sorrow. Rest now. Amen.